Profusa and partners announced initiation of study to measure early signs of influenza through biosensor technology. Emeryville, California, March 3rd, 2020. Profusa, a digital health company that is pioneering the next generation of personalized medicine, today announced the initiation of a study that will use the company's minimally invasive injectable biosensor technology, the Lumi Oxygen platform, as a platform to potentially assist in the early detection of influenza outbreak. The study is part of a collaboration with RTI International, a nonprofit research institute developing algorithms for illness detection and research centers including Duke University and Imperial College of London. The study conducted at the Imperial College of London will examine how sensors monitoring physiological status, including the Lumi Oxygen platform, which will measure tissue oxygen levels, provide potential indicators of human response to infection or exposure to disease in any healthy volunteer. The goal of the study is to develop any early identification systems to detect not only disease outbreaks but biological attacks and pandemics up to 3 weeks earlier than current methods. The results of the study are anticipated in early of 2021. The research will mark an exciting step forward in the development of game-changing preventative care, says Ben Wong, chairman and CEO of Profusa. The Lumi Oxygen platform can potentially function as a sort of canary in a coal mine for infectious disease, since subtle changes in oxygen at the tissue level may signal trouble and can help clinicians course correct and quickly avoid an outbreak. The change in oxygen level and other physiological measures, such as heart rate, as a result of a respiratory infection, may assist a researcher in the study to develop an algorithm which will detect early pre symptomatic flu activity more quickly than what is currently possible. Despite the availability of antivirals and vaccines, influenza remains one of the greatest causes of illness and premature death worldwide. Seasonal influenza affects 10 to 46% of the population each year, with a mortality of up to 12 deaths per 100,000. During 2009 H1N1 virus pandemic, many severe cases occurred in previously healthy young adults, with the entire worldwide population potentially at risk. The prevention and improved management of seasonal pandemic influenza are of major importance. The potential significance of this new technology should not be underestimated, and Profusa is proud to be part of the joint effort funded by DARPA, a Defense Advanced Projects Research Projects Agency. Sean Gibbons, head of government business for Profusa. This is definitely particularly exciting for us as we look forward to leveraging and learning from the future platform application. The Profuma Lumi patch is a wireless reader that will adhere to the skin and collect and report tissue oxygen levels sensed by the Lumi oxygen sensor to a mobile device for real-time data visualization. The Lumi patch and software being used in the study received approval as for an investigational device from Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, or the MHRA, in the UK, to be used in conjunction with other devices. The injectable Lumi oxygen sensor and injectomy Lumo pen used in this study are CE marked for use in Europe. The project is part of DARPA's Sigma Plus program and the Defense Sciences Office. About Profusa, they're based in Emeryville, California, and it is a digital health company led by a visionary scientific founder, as well as experienced management teams and world-class board of directors who share the long-term goal of improving health and well-being for patients worldwide. With its long-lasting, injectable, and affordable biosensor and its intelligent data platform, it aims to provide people with a personalized biochemical signature rooted in the data that clinicians will trust and rely upon. This data may allow people to act as an active and enhanced participant alongside your care team and understand their choices. Lumi USA and Profusa are registered trademarks of Profusa with United States, Canada, European Union, China, Japan, and South Korea and Australia. Huh. No doubt. About a DARPA Sigma. The DARPA Sigma program aims to expand Sigma's fucking advanced capability to detect illicit radioactive and nuclear material by developing new sensors and networks that will alert authorities to chemical and biological explosive threats. Sigma Plus calls for the development of highly sensitive detectors and advanced intelligence analytics to detect minute traces of various substances related to weapons of mass destruction threats. The Sigma Plus will use a common network infrastructure and mobile sensing strategy with a concept that was proven effective in the Sigma program. The Sigma Plus chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear and high yield explosive or CBRNE detection network could be scalable to cover a major metropolitan city and surrounding area. The planned execution will occur in two phases. Phase one will focus on developing novel sensor for chemical, explosive, and biological agent, while phase two will focus on network development, analytics, and integration. Funding from the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. The views and opinions are that of the author, right? Okay, so no problem. Let's take a fucking ride right up here to where the Sigma Plus deal. Hold your hats. The Sigma Plus program aims to expand Sigma advanced capability to detect illicit radioactive and nuclear material by developing new sensors and networks that would alert authorities to chemical, biological, and explosive threats. The Sigma Plus calls for the development of a highly sensitive detector and advanced intelligence analytics to detect minute traces of various substances related to weapons of mass destruction threats. The Sigma Plus will use common network infrastructure and mobile sensing strategies, a concept that was proven effective in the Sigma program. The Sigma Plus chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and high yield explosive detection network will be scaled to cover major metropolitan cities. The planned execution of Sigma Plus will occur in two phases. Okay, so boom. Indianapolis. Oh, DARPA Sigma Plus program conducted a week-long deployment of advanced chemical and biological sensing systems in the Indianapolis fucking region in August, collecting more than 250 hours of daily life background atmospheric data across 5 neighborhoods that help train algorithms to more accurately detect chemical and biological threats. The testing marked the first time in the program the advanced laboratory-grade instruments for chemical and biological sensing were successfully deployed on mobile sensors, increasing the versatility of the Sigma Plus network. Spending a week gathered real-world background data from a major Midwestern metropolitan region was extremely valuable as we further develop our Sigma Plus sensor and networks to provide city and regional coverage for chem and bio threat detection, says Mark Rober, uh, program manager in DARPA Defense's Science Office. Collecting chemical and biological environmental data provided an enhanced understanding of the urban environment and is helping us make refinements of threat detection and algorithms to minimize positives and false negatives. It expands on the original program for detecting illicit radioactive or nuclear material by developing new sensors and networks that would alert authorities with high sensitivity to chemical, biological, or explosive threats. Sigma, which began in 2014, was demonstrated with a city scale capability for detecting radiological threats and is now operationally deployed in the Port Authority of New York, New Jersey, and New York City region. In addition to collecting 250 hours of chemical and biological background environmental data, DARPA researchers also evaluated the sensor's performance in detecting benign controlled chemical releases that could be representative of a threat agent production process. Five safe chemicals were released and tracked by the sensor platforms during the week. One such chemical was acetone, which is benign industrial and business uses, but it can also be used for nefarious purposes. So we tested the ability of the sensor to distinguish between normal and background chemical environment and small traces amounts with specific chemicals such as acetone, Warble said. If a chemical sensor makes an acetone hit near a nail salon, the Sigma Plus data analytics will help authorities to make a determination it's probably benign because of the chemical. But if it's an anomalous concentration of acetone picked up, say, at a location with no logical connection to the chemical, it would indicate something worth investigating, since acetone is also a precursor for an ingredient or some types of explosive. Our DARPA would also demonstrate the Sigma Plus network architecture and common operating picture to Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department officials for other regional stakeholders. The deployed sensors will communicate the data that they acquire in real time to the cloud architecture for storage to display at a local command post. Then observers receiving demonstration of the Sigma Plus user interface, highlighting the functionality and long-term vision to provide law enforcement and first responders new capability to detect and localize and track chemical, biological, and radiological threats in real time to support situational awareness and decision making. Additionally, the demonstration facilitated discussions with stakeholders to guide future concepts of operations, planning to coordinate follow-on tests of the Sigma Plus system. The outstanding support of the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, who made this test possible, the threat cooperation with IMPD builds on great support we've received from the Marion County Health Department and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, who allowed us to temporarily install threat detection sensors to enhance security in 2000 and 2019, and at the Indianapolis 500. We recognize the importance of staying a step ahead of our adversaries to develop the best tools possible for our warfighters and strategic partners, said Sergeant Robert Brown, Counter Weapons of Mass Destruction Program Manager and Homeland Security Bureau of the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. DARPA Sigma Plus chemical sensors were developed by Physical Sciences, Andover, Massachusetts, and Brucker Detection Corps of Billerica, Massachusetts, of the biological sensing developed by Battelle Memorial Institute in Columbus. Huh. So they sprayed acetone everywhere. Never learn.